Today is Monday, Parashat Emor. Today is also the 14th day of Iyar, which is the day of Pesach Sheni. What is Pesach Sheni? The second Pesach. The idea, if someone was ritually impure on Pesach and was not able to bring the Korban Pesach, or let's say he was Bederech Rechoka, in a faraway place, he didn't come all the way to Jerusalem, and being there close to Bet HaMikdash where he could bring the Korban Pesach, then what happens with him? He's going to miss out totally on that mitzvah. Well, what happened in the Midbar, in the desert, when there was such a situation where people were ritually impure, they came to Moshe Rabbeinu and they said basically, Lama nigara, why should we miss out on this great mitzvah of celebrating Pesach with the Korban Pesach? And Hashem gave him a second chance. He said, Hashem told Moshe they have a month later, on the 14th day of Iyar, they'll be able to bring the Korban Pesach. And that's a great message that it's not all lost. There's always hope. You always get a second chance. You can always have the opportunity to do something right if we're not able to do it the first time. And that's what Pesach Sheni is about. Today we don't have Bet HaMikdash, but yet today is considered to be a kind of a holiday, because it's Pesach Sheni. We didn't say Tachanun in the prayer. And some people, just in remembrance of the fact that this is Pesach Sheni, where people could bring Korban Pesach and they would eat it with the matzah. Today, many communities have accustomed to eat matzah davka today on the day of Pesach Sheni. Parashah of this week, Parashat Emor, includes in it the mitzvah of counting the Omer, which we're counting now. Today is the 29th day of the Omer, which is 4 weeks and 1 day. And very interestingly, the Parashah gives us the dates of every holiday except for Shavuot. It doesn't give us the date in the calendar. It's surprising, because usually we know that Shavuot always is on the 6th of Sivan. Why would Torah not tell us? But it says rather, you'll count, Shabbat, you'll count 7 weeks. And then after the 7 weeks, the 50th day will be the day of Atzeret, will be the day of Shavuot. You could have told us the date in the calendar. But here's this delivers a very important message. That Shavuot is connected to Pesach. Because the day after Pesach, we start counting the Omer. We start counting 1 day at a time. And therefore, the idea is the connection between the two. That the connection is that Shavuot is really a conclusion of Yetziat Mitzrayim. And that's why we don't say also She'echianu when we start counting the Omer. But when we come to Shavuot, that's when we say the She'echianu, because that completes what started on Pesach. And the whole purpose of going out from Egypt is to receive the Torah on Har Sinai. And in truth, this whole period of the year between Pesach and Shavuot is a period that is known as, it could be considered as Chol HaMoed, as in between the beginning of a holiday and the end of a holiday. Like we have Chol HaMoed in Pesach, Chol HaMoed in Sukkot. This period of the 7 weeks is like Chol HaMoed between Pesach and Shavuot, because really the purpose of going out of Egypt is like, to compare it, is like you depart from an airport in a plane. The purpose is to land to your destination. And the Pesach was just the idea of starting that journey, and the destination is really Atzeret. And Atzeret, even the word Atzeret, which is another word to describe the holiday of Shavuot, Atzeret delivers the idea of the destination. This is where you stop. This is where you're heading to. So as we count the Omer, we're looking forward to Shavuot, which will be the day that concludes the idea of coming out from Egypt to receive the Torah. And Torah is what Am Yisrael is about. And therefore, this counting of the Omer is very important as we lead towards the receiving of the Torah. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.